Welcome back. You're still watching Morning Live on SABC2. Now, the Market Theatre will have a new artistic director as of the 1st of August this year. Veteran actor and director James Ngcobo will replace Professor Malcolm Purkey following a decision by the Council of Market Theatre Foundation. Purkey has been in charge of the Market Theatre's artistic program since October 2004. Namino Ngcobo, who has been working in theatre for 24 years, joins us now to tell us more about his appointments. Good morning, James. Welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you very much.
What does it mean personally to be appointed artistic director?
Oh, it is. It's a daunting task.
Yeah.
One realizes that you have to curate all the spaces in the market to come up with a vision for the spaces and working within the machine that runs the market theatre. And so one approaches this new position with a lot of humility and understanding that there's really a lot of work to be done, yet at the same time it is quite exciting.
What does it mean? Does it mean that you take off your director hat and concentrate on this? What does this new role entail?
No. I will still be directing. As part of my contract, I have to direct like 3 productions a year. But it's the directing. It's putting together a vision for the theatre, and it's about relationships locally, internationally, and it's about just trying other ideas. And there's been really an amazing sense of curating with Malcolm Purkey, who's been really great for the market. And for me, stepping into his shoes is really looking at what is it that works at the market that audiences love, and then try other new things, because I just feel we live in a country where we just an evolving society, and whatever that we program in the theatre has to be in conversation with what is happening.
What are the trends now? I mean, there was a time when we were telling apartheid stories, struggle, theatre. What are the trends now? What stories are we telling now?
Well, I mean, for me, the biggest trend really with theatre has always been humanities. Really, it's been telling stories, emotional stories that makes somebody in an audience have a really lovely empathy for a character or what a character is going through. And yes, we've come from the apartheid years and we're in a new era. And I just feel we will never stop writing about contemporary times. And it's something that really needs to be encouraged. Because as writers, as theatre makers, we always question what is happening at the present moment. And so I know people sometimes have sort of gone into a pigeonholing space and say protest theatre, but the whole world, it's an international phenomenon. The whole world has it, whether it's about nature, whether it's about abuse, whether there's a whole lot of subjects that one can write about. So, and we'll always look back, because a country that doesn't have memory is a very sad place to be at. And I'm always going on about how sometimes I feel we have a thing that I call collective amnesia in this country. We don't want to look back there, and there's nothing wrong with looking back, because when you look around the world, every year there's a Shakespeare that happens in England. In America, people do Tennessee Williams and James Baldwin. The Germans are obsessed with Brecht. The Russians love Chekhov, and we also need to look at emerging voices and be able to look back at the body of work that the seasoned writers wrote.
Speak to us about you've directed The Suitcase, Master Harold and the Boys, and that's a celebration of, former playwrights, old playwrights. Is that a personal thing, or are we going to see this celebration continue in your new role as artistic director?
Yes, I think one of the things definitely one of the things I'm going to do every year is to look at a production that I will call a legacy piece, where I'm wanting to attach a young director and give that young director a sort of an older work. So that what you're doing, it's again about continuity of storytelling, and I want to look also at dramaturgs that we work with in the theatre. But for me, we constantly have to celebrate where we're at, who we are, what we've achieved, and things that we aspire to, and at the same time be encouraging young writers to write new works.
All right, James, we've run out of time, but we need to have this conversation a little later. Well, James Ngcobo is the new artistic director at the Market Theatre, replacing Malcolm Purkey, who has held the position since 2004. Ngcobo takes up his new position on August 1st. We'll have a conversation with him as soon as we can. It's just gone 8 o'clock. Sam Marshall is standing by with the news. Sam, take it away.